What's up, RGC family? So today is the day where I'm going to share what I think is the coolest kitty leak ever. So if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and mash the bell icon so you get notified as soon as we post a new Kitty Chapter 6 video. So let's review yesterday's video where I showed you guys a sneak preview of today's epic Kitty Chapter 6 leak. I asked you guys to let me know what you thought was behind this purple door and inside this little window here, and the responses were overwhelming. I thought only one or two of you might guess what this leak actually is, but more than 100 of you did. So I can't share all of your names on the screen because there's just too many of you, but I'm really impressed with your detective work.
But how do you know about them? Elementary, my dear Watson.
Now, I promised you guys that your minds would be blown when you see this new Kitty Chapter 6 leak today. It's by far my most favorite leak ever. So before I show you my favorite leak for Kitty Chapter 6, I'm going to show you another preview of what this looks like. So here you go. Wow. So for anyone who guessed that this was a gymnasium or a basketball court, you were spot on. This is definitely a school gymnasium. There are so many things to look at in this picture that it's almost a bit overwhelming. So let's take a look. We're obviously right here underneath the bleachers, and if you look down below, it looks like we can fall through to the first floor. There's definitely a hole in the ground. Now as we move around the map a little bit, it looks like we've got a couple of basketballs sitting on the floor, and I'm not sure if these will play a part in the puzzle or not. But you can also see the purple door over here on the left, and in the distance you can see there's another mouse door up here on the second floor. And behind the basketball hoop there's also a door. There's also what appears to be a locker on the first floor, but behind the bleachers and the basketball hoop, and a mouse door coming through underneath the bleachers. Now, as we saw in one of the other leak videos, there's also these wires that run along the whole length of the gymnasium. And I still haven't figured out what these are for. But if you look just above this door here, it looks like there's a TV mounted in the gymnasium. So maybe this has something to do with the Kitty Chapter 6 story. So in part 7 of the Kitty Chapter 6 leaks, I'm going to be showing you guys what these wires are and where they go throughout the map. I also have my prediction on what the release date is. So let me see your comments down below about what you guys think about this first leak. What do you think these wires have to do with the map? And are you excited about running around in a gymnasium? Okay guys, so you've been patient and you've been waiting for it, and I'm super excited to show you this leak. It's another view of the basketball court, but it just looks beautiful, and there's so much detail in this leak that I think you're going to love it. Now don't forget, when Kitty Chapter 6 launches, we're going to be live streaming with all of you viewers so you can have a chance to come join us and play Kitty Chapter 6 on our live stream. So let's go take a look at the most beautiful kitty leak ever. And here you go. Wow guys. Every time I look at this image, it just blows my mind. There's so much detail. This is such a cool leak. I cannot wait to run around this gymnasium. There's so much to talk about, I don't even know where to start. Obviously, we've got these big, beautiful windows over here that really add to the character of the gymnasium. We also have what looks like maybe a gym mat here on the floor and maybe a piece of glass. We've got 3 basketballs that are around the court. And again, I'm not sure if this will have part of the puzzle or if they're just for decoration. Now, if you look at the far wall, you can see that we do have a second level here in the gymnasium as well. We've got some lockers here on the bottom, and then we've got a mouse door and another door above the bleachers. And as you can see here, these wires do appear to be connected to something. I'm pretty sure that this is a TV screen right next to a camera. And the camera is definitely connected to the black wire. So somehow we need to activate this camera. So I'm guessing that's our first direct clue of what we have to do in Kitty Chapter 6. What's not clear is where the vents are in this map. Now, you know I showed you guys some leaks that involved a ventilation system, but I don't see any ventilation system in any of the leaks that we've seen. So that's still a mystery. So I want to hear your comments down below about what you think about this gymnasium. Do you think this is the coolest kitty leak ever? And what role do you think that this has in the Kitty Chapter 6 story? And don't forget to check out the rest of our Kitty Chapter 6 leaks, videos, and more right here on RGC Family. See ya!